Good afternoon. This is Keith Brown of Moultrie, Georgia with some cash commodity commentary for Monday the 18th. It's about 4 o'clock Eastern time. We had really a big mixed bag today. The market almost had what's called like a black swan event. That is to say, a huge big negative, and it has to do with the little tiny country of Cyprus, which is this side of Greece. Apparently over the weekend they decided anybody that had money in their checking account in Cyprus, the government suddenly took about 10% of that to pay for debt, debits, all that type debt spending stuff. So that's really unbridled, upset a lot of the financial markets. We were down in Asia, we were down in Europe, down in the United States, because the fear was if they do it there, they can do it at other places. Well, they haven't done it yet. They've got a vote on it. And that vote may come Wednesday, Thursday, something like that, and surely that won't really pass. So anyway, that did rattle the stock market. It broke, and it did come back. It rattled cotton. Cotton was sharply lower because cotton was like cotton's sort of like a piece of mature fruit on a tree, and you touch it and it falls. So we've had that kind of a rally in cotton. So to have a correction certainly fine, and we did correct. But now, to its credit, December cotton, which was down over 150, only finished like less than 20 lower today. May cotton was down 150, 130 rather, but it was up. It was down earlier about 250, so it cut its losses too. But again, old crop, remember, has really gained on new crop big time. So I think that was the scare of the day. Over in the grains, they also broke, but more so on the Brazilian bean crop. Beans were down 20 cents at one time today. They did come back. Old crop, new crop finished about 8 lower. Corn today was down, but it finished higher. You could see all day long that corn wanted to stick it out and trade up, and we did trade July corn back above $7, September corn back around $5.84. Wheat today broke in sympathy, of course, but it came back to close down just a little bit, like 6.13, down about a nickel or so. So wheat still looks like it wants to rally. We're about to get into harvest, so we'll just see how that does indeed pan out. The stock market, which was down 100 today, like we said earlier, is up as of this little broadcast. So that was, again, I think we maybe have dodged the proverbial bullet, maybe. But looking ahead, of course, we're halfway into the month. We have these planted acres numbers coming out. The market's going to start to think about that. Of course, we're at a peak in Brazil. And then Argentina's crop will peak in April as far as its effect on the markets, as far as exports and the like. There's supposed to be a strike down there, but we'll see. They've already had one strike, and it lasted a whopping 6 hours. So we'll see how that does pan out. If you have any questions or comments, give us a call at 1-800-910-1910. Thanks for listening.